Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. In today's video, we're actually going to be breaking down the infamous question. I keep getting this question asked to me all the time. I feel like I say that on every single YouTube video, but I do get a lot of questions regarding SMA and stuff like that. But this is the most common one, and that is Upwork oversaturated? Now, I'm just going to quickly blatantly just give you the flat out answer, and the answer to that question is yes, it is oversaturated. But wait. It's oversaturated if you don't know what you're doing. As in, it's full of people that don't know what they're doing on Upwork. So to outcompete those people, it's very, very easy. So easy, in fact, that I've had multiple students close their first ever client within 2 to 3 days worth of outreach from a program that's not even fully built yet. I repeat, they've jumped into agency transmutation that's not even fully built yet, and they've been able to close their first clients within the first 2 days of starting outreach. I'm not joking. I'll probably have already thrown the screenshots up, or if not, the screenshots are going to come in right now, basically. So long story short, guys, I'll give you another kind of reason why Upwork is not oversaturated, or should I say another example or case study, if you will. So I mentioned this already on my YouTube channel, but basically back in September, so a couple of weeks prior to that, like 2 weeks before September the 1st. So we was actually, in August, we was actually turning off outreach around the 15th. I turned it off for like 2 weeks, which, by the way, I think it was around 2 weeks or something like that. But that was literally the longest I've ever not done outreach for, which is absolutely insane to say that I had to genuinely turn outreach off because I was taking up too much, I was taking on too many clients, excuse me. So I literally had to turn off Upwork outreach just because we were taking on too many clients. I then figured out some back-end systems and whatnot, and then I turned Upwork outreach back on. I started with 2 days of just doing outreach. Within 2 days of outreach, I already had closed an $800 per month client. I'm not joking. I'll throw the screenshot up on the screen somewhere here. You've probably already seen this, but literally the reason why I'm highlighting this is because I went about closing them within 2 days worth of outreach. Guess how much outreach I did? I did 10 on day 1, 10 on day 2. Already had a response, jumped on a call, actually closed them for $800 per month after that. So it's actually been just ridiculously crazy, guys. I don't know why people say it's oversaturated. Not only that, guys, but on Upwork, they're quite literally is a filter on there that literally allows you to limit the amount of competition you have for the job. So when people post out a job, you can actually see the number of proposals people have actually, how many proposals that particular client's got on their particular job description, if you will, their job posting, and you can literally limit your own competition. So I'm like sat here wondering, how is it that you guys think, or people think, that Upwork is oversaturated when there's literally a filter section on the left hand side of Upwork that literally allows you to filter out how much competition you're competing against. It's you can set your own competition level, guys. Not only that, but if you Google, if you actually go to Upwork right now, I'm just gonna throw a screenshot up. But as you can see, I just literally gonna type the word social media in, and as you can see, it's gonna pull up over 21,000 jobs. And again, guys, you only need around, let's say you're closing clients at like $500 per month. You only need 20 clients out of 21,000. That's not even half of a percentage. That's like what's the actual percentage on that? Should we actually work it out? 10% would be 2.1K. So half of that would actually be about 1,000. So as you can see, guys, out of those 21,000 jobs, you only literally need 20 clients out of those. It sounds like a lot, but getting 20 clients is pretty easy. Again, if you want to work out how many clients you genuinely need, if you're going to be charging like $500, $600, $700, or even $1,000, $1,200, go below, click on the link. There's a tracking sheet that basically reverse engineers how much outreach you genuinely need to do, and you can get that for free. All you have to do is watch the video. It explains click the link below. It will actually explain how you get your tracking sheet for free. And again, it's $147. I actually sold this for. I keep mentioning this. I feel like a real boss, actually selling certain systems and whatnot. But again, guys, literally go and click on that. You go watch the video. You will actually work out how much outreach you actually genuinely need to do. So as you can see, guys, Upwork is not oversaturated. The reason why people are saying it's oversaturated is because they're lazy, to be honest with you. It's people that probably, I've noticed that people who say that it's oversaturated normally have something else to sell, basically. If they're saying it's oversaturated, it's because they've used it for maybe like 2 days, realize they can't use it, then they've actually gone and said it's oversaturated. I've noticed that, like, when I used to say that cold emails were so oversaturated, it was because I wasn't good at cold emails, to be honest with you guys. I can see where it's coming from, and it's not from a place of, yeah, they've actually genuinely used it for like 90 days straight and actually give it a fair test. They've just used it for like maybe 2 or 3 days and said, yeah, it's oversaturated, it doesn't really work. What you need to do, guys, is stick to this for 90 days straight. And as you can see, I've literally myself been able to close multiple clients. Scaled my agency now up to that 14 around just under 15K per month mark at this particular point. And most of my clients are still coming from Upwork, guys. Literally, these are social media management clients. Again, I'm not affiliated with Upwork in any way, shape or form. I just really can vouch for the actual platform. So guys, is it oversaturated? The answer is is completely no. You need to jump on there. It's absolutely rife with clients. In fact, if I show you a screenshot of my profile right now on like the homepage, you will see I literally have around 6 or 7 invites to actual social media management jobs. And as you can see, those are actual inbound leads, which is why I love Upwork so much. Not only can you go and get outbound leads where you can actually reach out to people that are already warm, by the way. The clients on there are already warm. They've gone out of their own way to post out a job saying that they want to hire a social media manager, so they actually genuinely want your service anyway. So when you apply to them and you can outshine the rest of the people, which I teach you how to do in Agency Transmutation, with the personalization, with the cover letter, with the assets that we also send along with our cover letter. All of that is aimed to basically make you outshine, if you will, outcompete all the other people that compete against you. Not only that, but we also have filters. So the combination of personalizing your cover letter, the cover letter itself, the actual assets that we actually send when we actually posting out our applications, if you will, or submitting our applications, if you will, and putting forth our cover letter. Those are all aimed to actually help you scale your business really quickly and get responses back, if you will, so that you can actually jump on calls with people and outshine the other people that are actually on there. Because again, most people are just using a very templated copy and paste cover letter. You don't want to do that. You want to personalize each one that you actually send out. I do recommend using some sort of template, if you will, to speed up the process with personalization tacked on. So there's a fine line between not enough personalization and too much personalization. As in, sometimes when you do lots of personalization, it takes a long time. So therefore you can't crank out enough numbers. Then that's kind of like, that's still bad, if you will. I'd rather you go down that route than go down the route where you're just sending lots and lots and lots and lots and lots without no personalization. I mean, they both can work, but I found that in between the two extremes, if you will, is the ideal spot that you want to be hitting. So you want personalization and you also want lots of numbers. So if you can combine those, that's the actual key to SMA. That's the key to Upwork. That's the key to breaking down this actual strategy, if you will. And again, this has been the one domino effect. Upwork has literally been that one domino effect that's literally got me everything in my entire life, from this microphone to this camera that I'm actually speaking to, the light that's hitting my face, this apartment that I've got, literally being that one domino effect. Because again, Upwork's allowed me to stack small ticket clients to give me that cash flow to then invest into getting higher ticket clients outside of Upwork. Not only that, but then it's also showed you guys as well that it's genuinely a good strategy, and other agency owners now are coming to me asking me, hey, can you actually implement this strategy for us in our business, or can you teach us this particular thing? And obviously I help people like that as well. So as you can see, it's literally been that one domino effect that if you really nail this down, you can genuinely change your life. But here's the key to going about doing this, guys. Stick to it for 90 days straight. Actually give it a really fair test. Give it 10 Upwork proposals every single day for the next 90 days. Yes, you're gonna have to buy connects, but the connects are actually getting cheaper and cheaper as we speak, because there's a new boost feature. I don't use the boost feature, by the way. I just applied for jobs when it says one connect and you can boost. I don't boost ever, like literally ever, unless it's maybe like an 11 out of 10 job that I really want to work with, or 11 out of 10 client that I really want to work with. That's the only time I would boost, and maybe I wouldn't actually boost it more than like 6 connects or something like that. So there's kind of like the overall strategy, if you will. Stick to it for 90 days straight. Use the tracking sheet below. Figure out the number that you need to hit. Figure out like what sort of goals you need to you want to basically hit. Figure out the actual outreach that actually comes with that. The actual work. Figure out your output. What's your output? Your output is maybe you want to get to 10K in 6 months. Then you figure out what the input is, as in how much outreach do I need to do on a day-to-day basis? How many hours or how many minutes a day is that going to take me? That sheet basically pulls out all those numbers for you, so you can actually get that for completely free. Again, click the link below. But guys, Upwork, is it oversaturated? The answer is yes. It is oversaturated with people that don't know what they're doing. So technically it's not oversaturated. If you know what you're doing, it's going to breeze past people. Again, that's why we've got students in a half-built program closing clients in their first 2 days of outreach. I personally have never heard of a program that's half-built that's being able to take real students and get them clients within their first 2 days. I think I've literally had a student close like 4 clients in his like first 7 days. I've had a student close clients in his first week. I've had so many. I'll just throw some screenshots up on the screen. Probably you've already seen them. If not, I might be lazy and not put them on the screen, so forgive me for that, guys, but I'm pretty sure you've already seen them. But guys, is Upwork oversaturated? The answer is yes, with people that don't know what they're doing. There's people that are on there just copying and pasting cover letters, not standing out in any way, shape or form. They don't understand how to use the filter section. section. They're trying to do all this advanced search stuff and it's ruining their own search results. But literally, if you just type in the word social media, there's literally 21,000 jobs. Out of those 21,000 jobs, you literally need like 0.01% of those, not even that or something like that. Whatever the maths is, you guys could probably let me know in the comment section below. But as you can see, you only need 20 clients if you're charging only $500 profit per month, which I found is average. Average client is anywhere between $600 to $1,200. I found that that's the kind of like range you want to be into. In like $800 is nice, like kind of like smack bang in the middle almost, if you will. So guys, go out there, start closing clients using Upwork. Again, give it a real fair chance and real fair test as well. You need a lot of data points, guys, if you will. So go and do this for 90 days straight. Just say to yourself, you know, I'm just gonna dedicate 45 minutes a day to doing 10 Upwork outreach a day for some social media management jobs or some Facebook ad jobs or whatever your service is, and just do 10 proposals every single day for 90 days straight. And I'm telling you, come back to this video and you are going to absolutely thank me, guys. And again, you want to personalize each proposal that you send out, of course, and that's basically going to show you that it's not oversaturated, especially if you have a good cover letter and you got good assets when you're sending them or sending out, you know, your proposals and whatnot. So guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. Go out there, start crushing it on Upwork. If you need help with Upwork outreach, the hybrid system, again, the hybrid system is where you stack up small ticket clients on Upwork to get you that initial cash flow. Because what's going to happen, guys, is most people do this when they start as with me, which is not actually a bad thing. They pick a niche, they then go and try to offer Facebook ads to the niche, just throw Facebook ads at the niche, and then what? And by the way, it's always the same cliche niches, such as like e-com. E-com's obviously become extremely popular. And it still works, by the way. I'm not saying none of this actually doesn't work, but it's the same thing over and over again. There's no differentiation, guys. So people do this. They go and pick a random, like, you know, the most basic niches. So it's like e-com, info products, dentistry. Normally it's like the local things first, like the local businesses first, such as like dentistry, real estate agents, restaurants, chiropractors, hair salons, spas. I think I said dentist already. So those, and car dealerships, those are like the most cliche SMMA niches. Everybody just goes after. It's exactly what everybody else does. So how are you standing out? Then what they do is they try to throw Facebook ads at this particular niche and think that that's going to work. Then they, you know, go lead sourcing, prospecting, trying to find emails, trying to find details, and it takes them literally hours. Then they try to, you know, send out emails. It doesn't work. Then they realize that they have to do personalized emails. They try that. It takes even longer. Then what they do is get frustrated, they get burnt out, they don't get clients, and then they're doing this for literally months on end. I did this for 17 months straight, guys. Did not land any great clients, to be honest with you. Landed maybe one or two okay clients. Like my first client was like a hair salon in Manchester for like £250. Paid me one time for like some social media management. And it wasn't even for Facebook ads. I was trying to close for Facebook ads. Ended up with a social media management client, and that was through like an Instagram DM. It was terrible, to be honest with you guys. So as you can see, it takes a long time. With the Upwork strategy, the hybrid system, if you will, it took me from May the 1st, I was at like 3.1k British pounds, to around May the 24th or something like that. I believe it was. I think it might actually even been before that. But anyway, all in all, it took me 24 days out of my 90-day challenge to go from 3.1k to 8.6k, which is just under $12,000. And again, I was struggling for literally, you guys have literally seen me try to scale my agency for like the last 2-3 years or whatever it's been. Like, you can go back on my channel and actually see this. And then within 24 days, something obviously clicks, guys. And this is the hybrid system. You stack up small ticket clients, then you hire lead sources, first line writers, virtual assistants, basically, to send you out much more emails on a day-to-day basis, if you will. And it's just simple, foundationally solid business practices. If you send out more outreach, you're going to get on more. You're gonna have more conversations. More conversations you have with prospects turns into more sales calls. The more sales calls you have, the more clients you're gonna close. Just by the law of averages, guys. The more shots you take in basketball, the more you're probably going to sink, guys. That's why all the greats are kind of like ball hogs, if you will, and they kind of, you know, take lots of shots and whatnot because they know they're gonna make a lot of shots. Obviously, they're good and whatnot, and the more shots you take, the better you get. It's actually a win-win situation. So anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed this. Is Upwork oversaturated? Yes, if you don't know what you're doing. No, if you know what you're doing. You can get clients within your first 2 to 3 days. There's been multiple, not just one, not just two, there's been multiple students do this and get their first client within their first week of outreach. I don't know any programs yet that are like half built that can actually go and do this for you in your first 2 days of outreach, like actually starting outreach, and then on day 2, you've already got a client paying you like upfront $1,500. Like, I've not heard that. So long story short, guys, that's agency fragmentation right there. That's Upwork right there broken down for you, and that's the question broken down for you. It's not oversaturated. It's not full of low ticket clients. These are misconceptions by the gurus. that are trying to sell you something else, like cold outreach. Like, it's cool. I get why, you know, why they do that, because it's free and whatnot. But Upwork is it's a way better strategy, to be honest with you. If you're just starting out, especially, and you've got a little bit of money to play around with, maybe like $100 for some connects. All you need is really $100, $150, and you're completely fine with Upwork now, especially with the new feature that's rolled around where most jobs are only costing one connect. So now's the perfect time to jump into Upwork. Agents for Reputation is still open. The script, the templates, everything's in there. Again, click the link below and it talks you and walks you through, if you will, all about Agents for Reputation, so you can actually jump into that for 50% off. The 50% off deal will probably be ending at the end of October. So the end of October, right now I'm recording this on the 5th of October, so you've got a few more days, or it depends. If I get 65 people into the program first, or if I, you know, hit the, if by the end of the month rolls around, I'm then gonna kind of like close off the sale. But anyway, guys, that's the video done. Hope you guys are doing well. If you got any questions or any concerns or anything like that, please send me a DM on, you know, Instagram at montel.gordon. So that's my only Instagram account. Just send me a DM, guys, and I'll be able to help you out there. Again, if you want coaching, one-to-one help or anything like that, or some mentorship, if you will, there's a link there. There's also a link to Agents for Reputation as well if you want to go and just take a look at what the modules are like. That being said, guys, I hope you guys have been doing well, and I see you guys in the next video. Peace.